Today is Norway's Constitution Day, which is usually when we dress up in our traditional outfits. And before we had a kid, we would go through champagne breakfasts, eat our body weight in ice cream and hot dogs, and just have a really good time. Norwegians take their Constitutional Day extremely seriously. First of all, these traditional dresses are like $5,000 a piece, and we literally wear them once or maybe twice a year. Second of all, we have 17th of May songs, we have 17th of May activities, and I guess you could just call it 4th of July on crack. Bear with me, I am getting to the point. 17th of May is called the day for the kids in Norway, and daycares, kindergarten, schools all have a massive agenda for this day. I kid you not when I tell you that the kids have this day packed from when they're 3 until they're 18, and the parents are along for the ride. That means that my wife and I have 2 17th of May left until we're booked for 20 years to come. So this year we've decided to boycott the whole thing and renovate instead, which I guess is really lucky for you, because that means that we're back with another renovation vlog. Woo! Tonje and Tor Egil are on their way, and we're gonna get so much shit done. Like, we're building a whole room. I kid you not. This is where we're at right now. I've bought walls that we're putting up on these walls, and in the front here, we're fixing the roof because obviously there's a fucking hole there that we can't really have. When it's up, I'm gonna spackle all the holes and the seams and everything, and then we're gonna find a color, paint it, and after that, it's just floors and done. I just hope that we're gonna get like really far on the walls this weekend so that it looks like a room, you know, like a proper room. At the moment, it kind of looks like a construction site, which I guess it is. In the hallway, we're gonna put up the shoe cabinets, assemble them first, of course, and then we're gonna get the trim back on the doors, and then this room is done. Yay!
We're back. We're back. My mission for the day is just to finish this thing that I started last weekend and hopefully start on this thing. I originally thought that we were going to need just 2 coats, but now that it's been drying up, kind of looks like we're going to need 3. I mean, you can see how much of the white is still peeking through. I mean, the first coat, no matter what we paint, always looks kind of sketchy, but I think we're going to need 3 coats. I actually think the 2 coats will be enough, but I'm just going to leave it to dry a little bit, just so that I know that there are no white bits popping through before I remove the masking tape, because that would be a nightmare. I already know that I've made a few mistakes, but what if it looks absolutely horrendous?
While waiting for the TT train, I am going to try and put up a few of the shoe cabinets, and this time I'm going to use my little tiny drill, because last time we managed to drill a fucking hole in one of the doors. I mean, this is literally why you always buy IKEA, because this would never have happened. Basically, the screw didn't stop when it was going to stop, so it was just boom, all the way through, and not nice. The dream team arrived. Boom!
Inspection.
Are you going to check on everything I've done? I think I've done pretty well. At least there are no holes.
Charles Angels.
I don't know what is up with my hand today, but it is acting up a bit
It's been acting up for weeks.
today.
So you've been to treatment for your hand. I thought you've been told to rest.
The harassment in this house? How am I supposed to live a laugh under these circumstances? I left Regel with putting in the rest of the screws. I don't know, I just couldn't hold it with my thumb. I've been dropping like my phone and everything for weeks. Maybe it's because of my thumb.
I don't remember your thumb being bad when you last smashed your phone screen.
I'm gonna carry the drywall upstairs with footing. If you're ever getting a shoe cabinet, do not get the, what is the name of it? Tvinnum. It's a nightmare to put up. I don't really know where to put them, but maybe like here. We're just thinking about if we should have the cabinets like all the way up to that wall, or if we're gonna place them in the middle of the room. I needed to get some professional help.
Oh, Mika.
Darn, she doesn't know either. In the middle it goes. That looks better. Let's do it. We're just gonna nail them to the wall so that no one dies.
I actually think it looks done, which means we can remove the masking tape. Okay. Okay, not bad. That was one. Okay, so like I said, it definitely doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't look bad. Like I said, I've made some mistakes, like this is a mistake, this is a mistake. But they are just tiny little mistakes, like they are super easy to fix. We're just gonna go get some white paint and a tiny pencil and we will sort it. I still have a bunch of masking tape to remove. You can really tell, like throughout my masking tape journey, that my skills significantly improved. So I don't really understand why I've started with this side, which everyone can see, and then finished here. Now the prettiest side is facing the toilet and nobody's gonna see it, and the ugly side is facing... Oh, if you're gonna make a checkered something, please start at the side where nobody's gonna see the thing, because oh well. So I've removed all the masking tape. I'm really happy with how it looks. Like all the tedious work was worth it. It's actually looking so cool. Now the next step is to give it a good wash to get rid of all the lines and everything, and then get a tiny pencil, fix all the mistakes, like the little mistakes that I've done. And then we are doing caulk, I think, at the very top and the bottom, because the trim has been taken off and on and everything, so that needs to be smoothened out. But the crazy part is that the paint, it has to dry properly, so I have to wait for 2 weeks to do this, which is fucking insane, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna start on the next one. Now the question is, what should I do for this one? Should I do another checkered pattern or should I do something else?
What did you just say? Are you gonna do something different than the other one?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't have the creativity to think about any other patterns than check pattern, so I do not know.
Triangles?
Triangles, maybe circles. Now we're gonna put back on the trim on the doors. Yeah. Luckily, I bought a huge ass saw. It is this, the Majestic saw of Tønsberg. Since we put down new floors in the hallway, we have to cut the trim just a little bit to make sure they are perfect. How much?
8 millimeters.
8 millimeters.
Yes.
Perfect. The plan now is to put drywall up in this entire room, or as long as we get, because I may or may not have bought too few drywall plates. We're contemplating what to do because usually you use like a whole wall thing around the window. So you just cut out a hole for the window. But since I did buy too few drywall plates, I am so annoyed with myself. We're thinking about maybe cheating. I don't think it's a good idea, but we'll see. Also, my eyebrows are black. Thank you for fixing it.
While I'm thinking and doing some Pinterest searching on what to do, I'm gonna make brownie muffins because it's Tanya's birthday tomorrow. So we have to celebrate with cake. I'm making milk chocolate brownie muffins. If you're Norwegian, you know this chocolate is elite. It's absolutely amazing. And if you ever go to Norway, you have to try it. If you want to make these muffins, you need an entire plate of chocolate. This is 200 grams, 100 grams of butter, and just melt it together. Then just set it aside to cool down slightly. Then you need 3 eggs and 350 grams of sugar. My eggs are tiny, so I'm gonna do 4. Whisk for dear life. You don't want it too fluffy, like not as fluffy as you would mix it if you were making brownies, because you want the brownie muffins to be slightly different. Then pour the chocolate mix in there. And mix again. Lovely. Then we do 2.5 deciliters of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a bit of vanilla. This is probably like a teaspoon. Then I do like a tablespoon, a bit more of cocoa powder, a little bit more, like that. And then just a bit of like flaky sea salt, and it has to be flaky, it's really important. I like a lot of salt, but you do you. And then just mix. I just realized I forgot to preheat the oven. Doing 180. Delicious. I also like to put more chocolate in these, but that's obviously optional. And then I just use this ice cream scoop, cookie scoop thing to scoop the batter into the things. You get me? Just like this. That way I also know that the same amount ends up in each thing. Then for the ones I didn't do chocolate in, I'm gonna do condensed milk, just like a dollop on top, and it's really, really, really good, okay? I know there's a Spanish word for it, but I can't speak Spanish, and I'm not gonna try. Also, before you're thinking, oh my god, these are way too sweet, just remember the amount of salt we put in. And on the ones with the caramelized milk, I also use some more salt on top. And they end up looking like this. They look unreal. Wow. Put them in the oven for like 25 minutes or until they have a like crackly top. They aren't supposed to be like set, so when you put a toothpick in it, it's supposed to come out with brownie things still on it. If not, then you've overcooked your brownies. But yeah, just make sure they look like normal brownies when they come out, like a little bit jiggly, because they're gonna set when they cool down. 2 seconds, little man, I'm gonna help you. There you go. Go outside. Go outside, little guy. Bye. Had to get creative to fit them all in, but we did it. Unreal. Wow.
Did you make cakes for us?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! They're so good. we're on to our last plate, which means that we're lacking this area right here. It's not that much. We're gonna pick up the last of the plates tomorrow and I'll try and put them up myself. I had to run and do a quick meeting, and before I knew it, Torgeir had already put up all the trim in the hallway because you can't sit still for a minute.
Yeah.
And it honestly looks so good. Now we just have to spackle the holes and paint the trim a bit because it's a bit old. And I know we've cleaned through the garage maybe 4 times already, but we're leaving for Crete in like 14 days. And now we actually have to empty the garage because they are gonna put up our home gym like right after we come back home. The walls are coming up while we're on vacation, so everything has to be ready for that, because if it isn't, then I don't know when we're gonna get a gym. So Tony and I, we're just gonna start cleaning up a bit and see how far we get. Okay, but 10 years ago I had my first, let's call it workout brand, not like a clothing brand or anything, but I had this online group of girls that was called the Fit Enough Girls, and this is the sweater that I had. I'm never gonna toss that. No. You have one too?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I have 2.
You have 2?
I have one.
You have one too?
Yes.
Really? OG friends. Look at those. Oh my god, the cutest sisters. And my granddad. I found a lot of books in like our not packed out of boxes yet, because yes, we've been here for 1.5 years, but we still have boxes that we haven't touched. And I am now just putting them in the bookshelf, but this is not the way it's gonna look, so that means that we have a few more we can put in. Because I do feel like we do need a lot of books here, so this will just fill in the gaps. Torgeir found some of our clothes, and to be honest, I've never seen him look better than this. You should definitely use this, not only in winter, but also in summer, really. This is a vibe. I'm tired. You found the grill? The grill? The barbecue? What do you call it?
Barbecue smoker.
The barbecue smoker. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. It's 11 p.m. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna show you everything we've done tomorrow morning. Okay, we can have a little sneak peek. We basically finished 2 walls and a little bit on the 3rd. We're not doing that wall because it already have drywall up, so we don't need to do anything. I just need to spackle it and paint it. So we have that little corner there left. Everything is done. But then El Stupido Camila bought 2 little drywall, so we're going tomorrow morning. Torgeir is going to help me get and carry up the last walls so that I can put them up tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I think I'll do okay. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I can't wait to renovate some more. Good morning. We are just getting ready to go to the Builder Builder shop to get the last of the drywall plates. The plan for today is to finish the walls upstairs. We're going to go to the Builder Builder shop right now, get everything we need. Torgeir is going to help me carry it upstairs. Then they have to leave, and I'll try to put them up myself. There's also a hole like in the ceiling that I have to fix. I don't know how to, but I'm sure I can figure it out. When that's done, I'm going to start the spackle job, which will take a few hours, but it's okay. I know how to do it. I've done it before. And last but not least, I hope we have time to plant a tree. We're here. Oh, wow. We got everything we needed, and the people working there even referred to Torgeir as my husband.
Okay, so I didn't end up finishing my project yesterday, and there's a reason, because if you follow my Instagram, you already know this, but I usually post like snapshots of our renovation process as we go, and people usually get back to me with like advice and tips and tricks and everything, and it turns out I've done everything wrong, because when I posted a snapshot of this yesterday, people messaged me and they were like, you know, after you've put up the masking tape, you're supposed to paint it in the background color, which in our case would be white, so I'm supposed to like put up the masking tape, paint it white, because then the purple won't bleed through and you'll get these crisp, like sharp lines, which obviously I want. So I've decided to do it over again. So I'm just gonna sand everything down, measure and do the masking tape over again, and then paint everything white, and then wait for the white to dry and then do the purple. I'm just gonna do it. And I mean, per def, we were supposed to be at Taylor Swift now, so we wouldn't have spent this day renovating anyway, which means that this stuff I redo over the next couple of days. I wouldn't have, like, you understand it.
Yeah.
Our baby has just decided that he no longer wants to drink from a bottle. And you know, we're just not gonna have fun at Taylor Swift knowing our baby is screaming, crying, hungry, like... Who would do that? Also, just want to quickly clear something up, because a couple of renovation vlogs ago, I told you all I was fucking grumpy, and it turns out it was PMS. By the way, have you heard from the people who are doing that refurbish thing to our bed? Thing is, we're probably gonna end up doing it ourselves and then having to redo it like 17 times, because that's just how we roll at this point. So much for that shower I did this morning, because I am fucking sweating. Baby woke up from his nap, so we are at the plant shop.
The plantage shop to buy fruit trees.
Trees? Multiple? I thought we were gonna buy one.
She's not gonna have a friend. Would you like to be lonely in the garden?
Oh my god, you guys are gonna think we're crazy. But we are planting the placenta. Underneath a tree. The placenta has been in our freezer ever since baby was born.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a couple of dead dogs. You know, when they died and we had them for a very long time and we made like graves.
Dead dogs in your garden? When?
Before I'm on the old place where my mom lived. Like we had this.
Okay. What is that?
Earth. Soil.
What kind of fruit trees do you want? Cherries.
A high tree with lots of leaves. Sunburst gets dark red, very big fruits with very tasty taste.
Nice.
Now we need all the things we need to plant it. Got it. I have procrastinated long enough. It is time to see if I can do this. What if I fuck up? That's okay. I can try. I have to remove the rest of the trim and then showtime. See, we had a slight let's call it a misunderstanding going on here, but it's okay. I'll just fill the hole with some of the drywall that I have and it'll be all right. I did it perfectly. This time I forgot to subtract the centimeter for lifting it up. Oh well. that marks the end of the walls on the room. Everything is up, and to be honest, I'm pretty proud of myself. This looks absolutely great, and yes, I do have to and maybe fix this and maybe fix that. But I can fix it, and that's the important part. Nothing is broken. It all looks great, and yes, I did maybe spend a little more time than today, but you know, this is like my second time doing this ever, so I feel like that's pretty damn good. Don't you too?
Step number 2 of redoing this mess is a wash. I'm using this Jordan pre-paint thing. Then I need to go find some white paint. Luckily we have a whole bunch. To dry for a couple of hours.
6 hours is this.
Camilla's doing Sunny's bedtime routine, so I'm gonna do the second coat of white paint. It's 10 p.m. I'm gonna go to bed soon. Camilla's also gonna go to bed soon, but first we're gonna do a third coat of paint on the thing up there because I really wanna start like lining it up and everything again. I don't know why the zoomies always happen at night time. She should be tired. She's been putting walls up all day. The baby is sleeping in there, so we have to be a bit quiet. Why do you even have sunnies? Oh my god. Camilla, you are 35 years old.
Yeah, I'm that good.
Shh. I'm kind of hoping this is enough, but we'll just have to see tomorrow. I'd rather do another coat than not be happy with it again. I'm looking for a guy in finance.
Blonde? No. Oh, what's the
6'5".
I'm looking for a guy in finance. Blue eyes. 6'5".
I wonder if you can see my period granny panties through this jumpsuit today. And if you can, you're welcome. Happy birthday to you. Hi, good morning. Or it's not really morning anymore. It's actually 10 a.m, which is used to be morning pre-baby, but it's not morning anymore because we've been awake for 4 hours. But we have recorded some short form content, which is the reason I'm wearing makeup and everything. And I walk past the mirror and I'm like, shit, who the fuck is that? Because I haven't worn makeup in ages. The plan for today is I'm gonna finish this thing. I'm not gonna finish it, but I'm gonna do as much as possible. Camilla's gonna finish that room, putting up the drywall, is that what it's called? In there. We're gonna plant the tree, we're gonna unpack some packages, we're gonna move, and we're gonna do as much as we can, as fast as we can, because today is our last day of renovating before we go away on holiday. So we have to be efficient queens. The next time we are renovating is going to be in July, I think, so we really have to move. I think he's ready to renovate, considering he's found this all by himself I hope he hasn't been chewing on this.
Oh gosh.
We should have baby-proofed our house like yesterday, so that's definitely the next step. As you can probably see, you can still see a bit of the purple through, so I just want to do one last coat just to make it as perfect as possible. Now we just leave that to dry, and then we can finally start redoing this thing.
Hello everyone, have you missed me since you last saw me? Today we are planting our dear beloved placenta tree, but to do that I need to go and steal a few stones. I am gonna go to there's a field, and I saw the other day when I passed by in my car that there was this big mountain of rocks. I think that they've been plucked off the acre just to make sure that they don't go in the machine when they do shit. So I don't think they're going to use them for anything, but I'm going to go there, try my best to steal a couple so that we can put it down in the hole before we plant the tree so that it stays stable, because I have read online, mind you not, that is very important. Have I ever planted a tree in my life? No. Will this be the first time? Definitely. Will I nail it? Yes. Dun, 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 dun. For fuck's sake. What was I gonna bring? Something to have the fucking rocks in, of course. Did I forget it? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. We've got the rocks. Now I'm just gonna go get the water. So we have everything we need to start planting and digging. Okay, got it. Really? Fucking hell. Oh well, it's good. Night. No. Bye, placenta. Let me just go wash my ass.
It's currently 3:30 p.m. Baby boy has been refusing his naps all day long, so we haven't really done, I feel like this is what I'm saying every single week, but we haven't done or gotten done what we were supposed to do. Since we're leaving for holiday soon, I think it's just gonna have to be a really long day, and we're gonna have to work after baby's bedtime, because right now it's not looking so good. You wanna know a secret? If this had been one of my short form renovation vlogs, you know, the ones I used to post to Instagram and TikTok, I would have just scrapped the whole day and started over again tomorrow. You know, within 1 minute, you can't really give that much context, but I feel like the long form content is so much nicer because you get to see context and you get to see how much time shit actually takes. I love my little family. If you've been here forever, since we started our IVF journey and everything, can you believe you are watching this? I cannot believe it. Sometimes I have to still pinch myself every time. I'm like, I can't believe this is the life we're living.
I can't believe that you're actually here.
I can't believe the reason we're not renovating today is not because we're lazy cunts like usually. How lucky are we to have a little baby that disrupts our plans and makes us understand what's important in life, right? We got proper wedding rings. They are so cute, honestly. side down, 3 to go. This side took me 35 minutes for reference, so it is a really tedious job, but I just know it's going to be worth it.
Julie's up putting Sunny to bed. Do not mind the socks. Julie is putting Sunny to sleep, and I am trying to open up to go and actually spackle the room that is turning into my Mila office. And my motivation is about this big. I don't need motivation to do things. I can just do it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go. I've been hanging out with Sunny today, and he has had a love for, I don't know, tearing off my eyelashes. All right, here we are. I haven't done this in a while, so I hope I remember how to. She still got it. One down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 to go. I think Julie may have fallen asleep. And obviously it's been a while since I've been spackling because why am I fucking full of spackle? All this done already? I'm so good. I was thinking that I was gonna finish the entire room today, but my thumb is hurting so much, so I think I'm gonna just call it a day and make sure that I don't get proper injured. You know, I have the tendonitis thing here, and it is just swollen up so bad. If you can see here on this side, when I use my thumb, you can like properly see all the ligaments and tendons. Is that the name for it? And on the other hand, it's just, yeah, you can see it is just very swollen. I'm gonna be a good girl and let it rest. Maybe wash some mascara away, who knows? But I actually can't believe like how far we've already come in this room. Last weekend we tore down the wall that was literally here, and now the walls are up and I've started spackling and we're really getting somewhere. I need some help with the ceiling. I don't think I'll be able to do that on my own, so I'll just finish everything I can, and then Torregil will help me when we get back from Crete, I guess. I am now 100% sure that Julie has literally fallen asleep, so I don't think you'll see any more of that, what is it called, pole out there today. But if you've watched this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching our YouTube vlogs. We're having so much fun renovating the house, and having you along for the ride just makes the whole thing even more fun. And if you have any inspiration at all as to how we can make this room just into the most epic Mila office, you have to send it to us. You can just write it in the comments down below, send a link, send a Pinterest link, whatever you have, just ship it our way so we can have a look at it, because this office is going to be epic. I just want to say thank you so much for watching our YouTube. We love you guys so much, and we just appreciate you to the moon and back and around the stars for being here. You are the best, and I can't wait to see you next week. And I bet Julie can't wait either. Bye.